graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on into another edition of Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go live for every single Sixers, Eagles, and of course, the Philadelphia Phillies as well. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Phillies are playing at Citizens Bank Park, and they are taking on the Cincinnati Reds for the series finale. They have split the series so far and are looking to try to get the win with Zach Wheeler out there on the mound. Speaking of Wheeler, well, he was the National League Pitcher of the Month for June, and he ended up having a .58 ERA, 42 strikeouts as well, and looked absolutely dominant out there in June. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on your notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Before we say hi to everybody, I do want to talk about final score predictions, and I want to talk about players of the game. Who are your Pogs, players of the game, and also what is the final score prediction going to be? I have 5-2 Phils. Don't think that they're going to put up a lot of runs today. But I also think that Zach Wheeler will get a win. I do. I think Zach Wheeler will get a win. And my player of the game today, I'm going to go with JT. I'm going to go with JT Realmuto. I don't like to go with the obvious ones. I don't like to go with Schwarber. I don't like to go with Harper. I don't like to go with Turner. I mean, I did go with Harper the other day, but that's because he was returning from the IL, and now he's been struggling. So I guess it's really a lose-lose with that. But I'm going with JT as my player of the game, and I think that he will do well today. For some reason, I just have this optimism with JT today. What am I smoking? I'm not smoking Lodolo like yesterday. No. I just have this gut feeling. So let me know what your final score predictions are down below, and how you feel about today's game. How do you feel about today's game? All right. Let's get into the starting lineups for this afternoon as the Phillies take on the Cincinnati Reds. For the Reds, they have TJ Friedl in the leadoff spot, Matt McLean batting second. Then it's Elly De La Cruz, who's over at shortstop. He'll be batting third. Fourth will be Austin Hayes. Then you have Gavin Lux, Spencer Steer, Tyler Stevenson, Will Benson, and Christian Encarnacion Strand. And the guy that's on the hill for the Cincinnati Reds this afternoon is Chase Burns. That's who is going to be pitching for the Reds. So again, the lineup for Cincinnati, it's Friedl, McLean, De La Cruz, Hayes, Lux, Steer, Stevenson, Benson, and Strand. And for the Philadelphia Phillies, their starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Trey Turner in the leadoff spot, Kyle Schwarber batting second, Bryce Harper hitting third. And then you have Alec Bohm in the cleanup spot, Nick Castellanos batting fifth, Max Kepler sixth, JT Realmuto seventh, Bryson Stott eighth, and Brandon Marsh in the 9 spot. So Stott and Marsh are back in the lineup today. Kepler is also back out there too. No Johan Rojas. No Edmundo Sosa in the lineup. Pretty much is what is going on for the Phils. Again, it is Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Kepler, JT, Stott, and Marsh. And they will have Zach Wheeler out there on the bump for the Philadelphia Phillies. Home plate umpire today will be Lance Barksdale. Then you got Ryan Addison over at first base. Second base ump will be Ryan Wills. And at third, it's Will Little. All right, so let's say hi to chat. And let's see what everybody's saying about their final score prediction. Please make sure that you guys hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. For some reason, chat's not showing up on here. I can't understand why. So let's go over to YouTube and let's see if this works. You gotta give me a second because it is loading. There we go. Join the Freak Nation. Nice. Okay, now it's working. But I missed other people's chats. You know what I'm going to do really quickly? After I read some of these. Joe says 6-3 Phils. What's going on? You got A. I don't know what that means. 7-1 Phillies. Harper needs to wake up. My steady prediction is Phils 7, Reds 6. JJ, can you turn the volume down? I'm trying to sleep. PJ says 5-3 Phils. Anybody want to go with the player of the game? Anybody? 4-1 Phils says Peso Frank. Okay. There we go. 5-2 Phillies says Milo. Good stuff. All right. I'm going to take like a 30-second break. 30 seconds. I will be right back. Okay. Alrighty, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I just needed to, just had to do something. Alright, where is the game? There it is. It's up. It's up. Alright, so Zach Wheeler is going to go out there on the hill for Philadelphia. Wheeler is a four-seamer, a sinker, a sweeper, a cutter, a curveball, and a splitter. Mainly throws the four-seamer, the sinker, and the sweeper as his top three pitches. This will be start number 18 for Zach Wheeler. Also has a 2.27 earned run average and 136 strikeouts on the season. He'll face TJ Fradel to start things off. The first pitch is outside for a ball. Phillies, of course, are in their cream uniforms. It's Cream Sundays. I think I just made that up. But that's what they wear on Sundays. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 96 miles per hour. We're underway, folks. Fradel in the series, 3 for 7. He did not get the start in yesterday afternoon's game, but he did come on in to pinch hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wheeler kicks, deals the pitch. This one is sent out over towards right field. Castellanos goes back over towards the track, and he'll make the catch on the warning track for out number 1. That was a fastball right down the middle, but thank goodness Fradel didn't get to connect with that one. Fradel, McLean, De La Cruz, Hayes, Lux, Steer, Stevenson, Benson, and Encarnacion Strand. That's the lineup for Cincinnati. The windup and the pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Will Benson has the day off. Santiago Espinal also off, and Noelvi Marte and Reese Hines. They're all off today for Cincinnati. 0-1. That's taken for a called strike. Somebody said Zach Wheeler's going to be their player of the game. Player of the game, JT. That's mine, too. 9-4 Phillies. 0-2 pitch. Low and away for a ball. On the defensive side of the diamond for Philadelphia, they have Bryce Harper at first, Alec Bohm at third. Second baseman is Bryson Stott. Then Trey Turner over at short. 1-2. It's outside. And in the outfield, Kepler is in left, Marsh is in center, and Castellanos playing out in right field. Schwarber's the DH, and Zach Wheeler is the starting pitcher. 2-2 pitch from Wheeler, swinging the foul ball. 8 pitches so far for Zach. Here's Matt McLean. Elly De La Cruz waits in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded foul over towards the third base side. McLean, against the Phillies, 0 for 9 in this series so far. He's 6 for his last 26, though, with 2 doubles, 3 RBI, and 6 strikeouts. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks, deals, and this pitch is chopped over to shortstop. It's played on the hop by Turner as he charges towards home plate, throws over to first in time. And 2 up, 2 down. And Elly De La Cruz is due up. So Hayes is DHing, Stevenson's catching. And then in the outfield, it's Lux out in left. And sorry, Benson is playing. He's out in right field today. And Fradel's in center. Here's Elly De La Cruz, who takes a big hack at a fastball at 98, but he swings and misses at it. We were tested them there. 0-1 is the count, the windup, and the pitch. Low and outside. Elly is 4 for 9 in this series. He's driven in 2 runs on RBI singles. 1-1 pitch. This one is hit over towards first base on the ground. It's fielded by Harper. He underhand throws it over to Wheeler, and Wheeler wins the race to the bag as Elly De La Cruz is retired, as the side is retired. And we go to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Phillies are coming up to the plate when they return for the bottom of the first. All right. The Philadelphia Phillies starting lineup for Sunday, July 6th. Looks like this. Trey Turner batting first, playing over at shortstop. The DH is Kyle Schwarber. He's batting second. Then it's Bryce Harper over at first base batting third. Fourth is Alec Bohm at third. And then you got Nick Castellanos playing out in right field. He'll be batting fifth. It's batting sixth will be Max Kepler. He's out in left field. The catcher is JT Realmuto, and he will be batting seventh. Bryson Stott hitting eighth, playing over at second base. And batting in the 9 spot is Brandon Marsh, playing out in center field. So just to recap, it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Stott, and last but certainly not least, Brandon Marsh. And the guy that they are facing is Chase Burns, the 22-year-old from Italy. Has an 0-1 record, a 13.5 ERA. He's only gone 2 outings this year. He went 5 innings in his first outing, which was against the Yankees, and gave up 3 earned runs. He got a no decision in that game. But then against the Red Sox, he only got 1 out and gave up 5 earned runs, 7 total runs, 5 hits, and allowed a homer and 2 walks. So he's looking for a bounce-back performance. This is his rookie season, and it's not going to be easy doing it against the Phillies today. First pitch to Turner, fouled back towards the screen. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball by Chase Burns. You can see that he throws the heat, for sure. Oops, let me move this down a little bit. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is taken down for a ball. Turner's 4 for 9 in this series with a double and 2 runs. 1-1 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. William McKay says, Harper Day. Love it. Mister, will you please wake up? 2-1. It's in the dirt for ball 3. So the count is now 3-1. JJ, did you see VJ Edgecombe in Summer League yesterday? I did. I didn't get to watch. I was actually tuning on in the Rising Rhino on my drive home. 3-1 pitch. This one's grounded into left field for a base hit past the dive of the third baseman. And Trey Turner is going to get on with a single as the throw is cut off by the shortstop, De La Cruz. So Philadelphia already has a base runner, and Kyle Schwarber is due up next. Good piece of hitting by Turner. Don't know what the exit velo on that was, but it certainly got past McLean. Or Steer, that is, excuse me. Here's Kyle Schwarber, and the first pitch is a fastball that's downstairs for ball 1. I did get to watch the highlights, though. Sorry I couldn't keep the game going last night. You tried. You actually tried. You extended it up until I had like 8 minutes on my trip left. So, that was a great game. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 2. If you guys love football, please go tune on in the Rising Rhino. That game last night was awesome. It had so many dramatics. The Lions ended up winning, and it was just such dramatic fashion. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. It makes me even more excited for NFL season. 2-0 pitch. It's taken down for ball 3. And so it's 3 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber as Chase Burns cannot find the zone. Harper is in the on-deck circle. The 3-0 to Kyle outside for ball 4, and Burns in a pickle. Let's go. So Harper is coming on up to the plate. Burns has a 4-seamer, a slider, and a changeup as well. Let's go. Drop a Phillies emote in the chats. Here's Bryce Harper. First pitch to Bryce. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Now, this guy just threw 4 straight balls. The pitch looked a little bit inside, but I was thinking maybe he would take a pitch. Decided not to. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 is inside. That's a slider at 92. JJ, did you see my post? No. No. I didn't get to see your post. What did you say? 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball right down Broad Street, taken for strike 2 at 99 miles per hour. Let's go! Freak Nation! Charge! The 1-2 pitch. And that's a slider that's in there at the knees for a called third strike. Harper is now struck out in his last 5 plate appearances. Unbelievable. It was a good slider, too. But he held up. and said, nope. Doug, thanks for the 3 months. Here's Bohm and the pitch. It's a fastball at 99 that's fouled away. Charge like a rhino. Harper better have a good at-bat here. Well, nope. You struck out. A little lob pass over to second base, and Turner gets back to the bag. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Reds, they have catching Tyler Stevenson. Over at first base, it'll be Christian Encarnacion Strand. Second baseman is Matt McLean, as the lineup in the pitch is taken down for a ball. Over at shortstop, it's Elly De La Cruz. The third baseman is Spencer Steer. And in the outfield, you got Gavin Lux in left, TJ Friedel in center, and Will Benson in right. Bohm is on a 7-game hitting streak, takes the 1-1 low and away for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, low and outside for ball 3. Do you take here or do you go? What are you doing? You put in the stop signs or red light or green light? That's the better way I could put it. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Bohm, foul ball. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Don't be like old man Ferguson and wait to subscribe after like 8 months. Subscribe to the channel today. I didn't even put subscribers only mode up. 3-2 pitch to Bohm, swing and a miss. Got a fastball at 99 against the number 2 prospect in all of baseball, and that's Chase Burns, according to MLB.com. So there were 2 runners on with nobody out. And now there's 2 runners on with 2 outs. Tiff, thanks for the super chats. The pitch, it's 100 miles per hour. It's taken for a strike.
Chicago girl has to watch the Chicago street race. Just wanted to say hello to @PlayByPlay with JJ Awesome channel, and I hope you are all having a safe and fun weekend.
Tiff, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 0-1 pitch to Casty. It's a foul ball. Tiff, thanks so much for the $2 or the $10 super chat. I was looking at the screen for a second. Thank you very much. The ball's 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos, and the 0-2 is down in the way for a ball. The Chicago street race. What time did that start? 1 o'clock? Super Tiff. One-two to Casty, swing and a miss. And Chase Burns strikes out the side, and we are going to the top of the 2nd inning. So a leadoff single by Turner, followed up by a walk from Kyle Schwarber, and the Phillies strike out 1, 2, 3 after that. And we go to the top of the 2nd. No score at the bank. It's going off at 2. Woof. 2 p.m. Eastern time, I assume. All right. Okay. Folks, I want to talk about something real quick. You know, I love the fans. I like to consider myself to be a man of the people. Okay? I do. I love this city. I love the sports in this city. And I think that our hearts are in the right place. I do. You can see where this is going. Yes. But I think that sometimes as fans, when we watch the 162, especially in baseball, because we love them so much, we get so caught up in the everyday nuances and everything that goes on, and we tend to zoom on into things, and it's hard for us to see big picture. I've come to realize that, yes, this team has flaws. But I look around the league. I see where the Pirates are at. I see the Pirates going on a 6-game winning streak, and now they've lost their last couple of games. But I'm looking at the Yankees, and the Yankees fans feel like it's the end of the world because they're on a bad losing streak right now. Are the Yankees that bad? No. I'd be really shocked if they ended up, struggling for a while. But my question to you, to preface this whole thing, is, are the Phillies as bad as we make it to be? That's my question. The ball's 1 strike. And Zach Wheeler comes set and kicks, delivers, and throws a strike to Austin Hayes. We're tough. We are tough on our team. But when you look at the rest of the league, are they really that bad of a baseball team? 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Austin Hayes strikes out. There's the first K for Zach. Started off great, then Harper just brought the dead mode. Yep, I'm with you. Brandon says, no, we're good. The pitch. It's up high for a ball. I want to hear your thoughts about this. Nah, they're just bipolar. What a pitch. There's a foul ball. I get it. Like, we get so invested into this. One ball, 1 strike to Gavin Lux. The 1-1 pitch. That's low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wheeler has 19 pitches. Gavin Lux, former Dodger, grounds this one over to shortstop. It's picked up by Turner, and the throw to first is in time. 6-3 on the ground out. Upper management is that bad. The team is talent. They just need to work together better and fix their lineup. I'm with you. There's flaws. This team has flaws. I'm not saying that they don't have flaws, because they certainly do. The pitch. There's a fastball at 97. But to say that this team is not good, is that a little bit of a stretch? That's all I'm asking. 0-1. This one's chopped over towards shortstop. Trey Turner has it. Plays it on a hop. Throws it over to first. It's in time, and we are going to the bottom of the second. Another 1-2-3 inning for Zach Wheeler. No score. D-Dell. What's up, D-Dell? Regardless of the Phillies are doing good or bad, I think as Phillies fans, we have to sort of keep pressure to ensure the best from the players. Plus, we should never settle for less. And I'm with you on that. I am with you. I agree. You got to keep the pressure on the players. You can't lose sight of that. I do tend to agree with that. But, of course, there are some fans that are out there that are like, this team is not even that good. I mean, when they were on a losing streak, the losing streak that they were on, I was a little bit reactionary. I can't sugarcoat that, right? I was exaggerating a little bit, because that's what we do as fans. But also, I look back at this now, when we got swept by the Pirates, and when things were on the downfall for us, I did say, I don't know if we're going to make it into the playoffs. But now that we're sort of out of that, losing streak, and we see how the rest of the league is, particularly the Yankees, the Mets. The Mets were on a bad losing streak. The Padres were on a bad losing streak, and so were the Giants, really. The Dodgers lost a couple of games in a row, and everybody thought it was the end of the world. I'm like looking at Dodgers Twitter, and they're like, yeah, this team's not going to win a World Series. It's just, it's so interesting to me how the whole world around baseball fandom works. And I look back and I say, maybe we're not as bad as we think we are. That's another reason why I like to do these Diamond Zone casts, because I see teams making fundamental mistakes or just these errors. And I'm thinking, well, maybe the Phillies aren't alone. Maybe it's not just Trey Turner. Here's Max Kepler, and it's taken for a ball. That's just an example. First pitch is down and low for a ball. 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball at 96 miles per hour. It's taken for a strike. Burns certainly has a lot of potential with the Cincinnati Reds. He fires. 1-1 pitch. He throws a changeup that misses down and in for ball 2. Did not have a good outing his last time out there. Only got 1 out against the Red Sox. 2-1. Foul ball. In most cases, the criticism is warranted, and the lack of consistency is their biggest issue. For sure. When you look at it from a team perspective, you're 1,000% correct. They're not consistent. And we agree that they could use another bullpen piece and another outfielder. We do. 2-2 pitch. It's down for ball 3. And so the count is now full. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Kepler's up. He's hitting 209, facing Chase Burns here. JT Realmuto waits in the on-deck circle. And the payoff pitch on the way to Kepler is fouled back towards the screen. Max did not start in yesterday's game. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. He went 2 for 4 on Wednesday in the second game of the doubleheader against the Padres and had a homer. The pitch, that's outside for ball 4. Good at-bat by Max Kepler, and there's the second walk allowed by Chase Burns. Okay. Let me step off really quickly. Here's JT. And JT takes a fastball at 98 miles per hour for strike 1. Kepler leads off at first. 0-1 pitch is down and away for a ball. Kenny says, I don't think this team is bad, but they are stuck in their ways. I agree with that too. That's not inherently bad, but it can be a problem at times. Yeah, it could be problematic, for sure. One pitch. It's down for ball 2. Not sure that they are at the Dodgers or the Tigers level. Yeah, right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the windup and the pitch. That fastball gets the call. It's on the inside corner. It hit 98. We all know that Philly fans are so different from any other fan base, so there's that too. It's true. Toss back to first, and Kepler dives back in there safely head first. People just like to complain, says Captain Eagle Auto. Yeah, but I just think that it's an interesting conversation to have. You know, like, where's your measuring stick at? 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch. It's grounded foul. But let's also flip the script too, right? This team exceeded expectations in 2022. They did. People did not expect them to go to... If you were to tell the average... If you... Did you really think that the Phillies were going to go to the World Series in 2022? Right before the playoffs started? Probably a lot of you would say no. 2-2 pitch to JT. It's a foul ball. But ever since then, they have not exceeded their expectations. And so, rightfully, fans expect a World Series ring. And so that's why they keep the pressure on them. And that makes sense. It's valid, for sure. 2-2 pitch to JT, swing and a miss. And there's the 4th strikeout for Burns as JT strikes out. 4 of the last 5 batters have been struck out by Chase Burns. And Bryson Stott's due up next. I think it's just a good conversation. It's 162 games. That's a lot of games. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's taken outside, but it's a called strike. Stott was on the bench yesterday. Did not start. He came on in the pinch hit, though. 0-1. It's high at 98. Correct, Eagle Auto. Corrective. The 1-1 pitch. That's down for ball 2. What's up, Dallas? Baseball is such a streaky sport, unlike anything else. I'd say hockey is very streaky as well, but you're right. 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Dylan Town, what's going on? Correct. Thanks, Caps. So the Phillies have to win this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. He's hitting .236 on the season. Red Sox and Nationals are currently in a rain delay right now. 2-2 delivery. It's down and in for ball 3. After the game, we will have a post-game show. We'll have a post-series wrap-up. And then we'll head on into Diamondcast, or the Diamond Zone, with JJ, where we go around Major League Baseball with the current games going on. And we try to cover all the highs. And try to cover everything that's live and not miss a good moment. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Kepler's on at first. He got on with a walk. 3-2. It's way up high and outside for ball 4. And walks seem to be an issue for Chase Burns so far, as there's runners on at first and second base for Philadelphia. We will have a timeout taken on the mound here. So Derek Johnson is going to go out there to have a conversation with Chase Burns and the rest of the infielders as well. Johnson is 53 years old. He's been with the Reds since 2019. Before that was a coach of the Milwaukee Brewers. And also in college for Eastern Illinois, Southern Illinois, Stetson, and Vanderbilt. Two runners on, 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. And Brandon Marsh is due up next. Don't be a freeloader. Hit that like button. Here's the pitch to Marsh. Foul ball. Tell you, the Phillies need to make more ground because August is going to be the real challenge. I wouldn't count September out either because we've seen years and years of them slumping in September. Not recently, but you're right. The schedule gets tough. I mean, this is a tough stretch, too. 0-1. That's taken up high and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burns with his 46th pitch, and Marsh fouls it off. The second half Reds are much better than the first half, says Colt to Goat. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks allowed by the 22-year-old Burns. Right-handed pitcher, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 210 pounds. And the 1-2, another foul ball by Brandon Marsh. He's relying a lot on that four-seamer today. Command has been an issue for him over the last couple of games. But hopefully, for his sake, that it gets better with time. The 1-2 to Marsh, swing and a miss. There's a fastball at 98, and Marsh can't catch up to it. There's 5 strikeouts for Chase Burns. He's gotten all 5 of his outs via strikeouts. Wild. Here's Trey Turner, and he takes a slider that's off the plate. One ball, no strikes to Trey Turner, who singled back in the first. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Another fastball right down the middle. That heat is whizzing on by. The 1-1 to Turner, swing and a miss again. That fastball that time was on the upper tier of the zone. I think catcher is a low-key hole to fill at the deadline, says Quan. I talked to the Royals and see if they're willing to part with a catching prospect. 1-2 to Turner, and he makes contact with the fastball but fouls it away. Blue Jays are still number 1, and Bo is back this weekend, says Dallas. What's up, Dallas? 37 more subs till we get to 6,300. 1-2 to Turner, foul ball. Mods, how we doing on the likes to viewers ratio? John's here. Aloha. Steve Hacks, Dodgers, Twins, Marlins. I'm not. Yeah. 1-2 pitch to Turner. Another foul ball. September is not going to be easy either. Don't sleep on that month. That was a nice catch by that fan. One, two to Turner. There's a fly ball. It's hit out over towards right center field. On the run to make the grab is Friedel, and he catches it. And that's the only out that hasn't been recorded via strikeout by Chase Burns. And that ends the second. We're going to the third, scoreless at Citizens Bank Park. Okay. Is JJ home alone? No. I'm not home alone. I'm home, but oh boy. How you doing though, my friend? We have a very chatty bunch today. Beautiful. 4 left on base. Boo! We have 254 people rocking with us. 254. And we're not even at 100 likes. Let's go, people. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button if you love the Phils. Or baseball. If you're a baseball fan, hello. Hello. Wave the rally towels. Let's go. Drop a baseball down below in the chat and hit that heart button. Spam it. Let's go. Yeah. We're going to the third. We're going to the third inning. No score in Philadelphia. Tyler Stevenson's going to lead it off for Cincinnati. And then it'll be Will Benson and Christian Encarnacion Strand, who has not started in this series. Let's go. We've won 5 of the last 6 series. We have a chance to win another one. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What's up, Larry? How was everybody's 4th of July weekend? Wheeler gets set at the letters and kicks, delivers, and throws a 96-mile-per-hour fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. Michael's here. Stop it, Larry. I can't take that positivity today. Get out. No, I'm kidding. 0-1, swing and a miss. Larry being optimistic? Oh, boy. Larry being positive, I meant. I'm sorry. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is strikeout number 2 for Zach Wheeler. And 1 gone in the top of the third. Don't be positive. West Coast trip to San Francisco and San Diego before the break. Is JJ going to cover that? The pitch. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Will JJ cover that? Just kidding. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 96. Benson homered yesterday. Gave the lone run to the Reds. 1-1 delivery, another swing and a miss. At the back fastballs. Counts 1-2. My 4th was wild. Ingested more catnip than any human or Philly never should. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. 3 straight fastballs thrown by Zach Wheeler. And back-to-back strikeouts. He has the Midas pitch. Yeah. Cambodia. What's up, Cambodia? Cambodia's going to be here for the Giants series. That's going to be great. The pitch, swing and a miss. Cambodia, stop by tonight. Because guess what game we're covering? On the Diamond Zone. Yeah. The Giants game. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. There's only going to be 2 night games around that time. Maybe one of them will be wrapping up, though. We'll see. 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Encarnacion Strand. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Greetings from the Kingdom of Wonder. Cambo. 2 away, top of the third. Nobody on. And Wheeler kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Zach Wheeler strikes out the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and we're heading to the bottom of the third inning. Zach Wheeler, everybody. That's the pitcher of the month. Zach Wheeler is just magnificent. He really is. MLB Diamond Zone on Play-by-Play with JJ. It'll be around 5 o'clock. 5:30-ish. We'll get started. And we'll take a look at the rest of the afternoon games, and then we go on into the evening. There's not one ESPN game tonight, so we're not doing Sunday night baseball because there's a lot of Sunday night baseball games. There's a couple. So we'll just do a Diamond Zone cast instead, because why the heck not? Wheels has the magic arm. He does. He does. He's just that good. You know who else is that good? You guys. You guys are that good. But if you want to be even better, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. If you want to make JJ feel better, that's how you do it. It's beautiful. Let's take a look at the out-of-town Major League scores right now, presented by Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the Play-by-Play with JJ Nation today. The Brewers lead it 2-0 in the bottom of the third against the Miami Marlins. The Angels and the Jays are, well, it's 1-0 now. Angels have the lead in the bottom of the third. Red Sox and Nationals getting ready to start back up the bottom of the second. 4-0 Red Sox. Here's Kyle Schwarber up at the plate, and he fouls off the first pitch. If you guys want to become a member, there's the link. Membership's right there. White Sox play the Rockies at 3:10. Rays and Twins just got underway. So did the Guardians and Tigers. Yankees lead at 1-0 against the Mets. Those are all the scores right now. The Orioles did win 2-1 against the Braves. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, tune on in tonight, Cambodia. We'll be covering it. 1-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Hope to see you there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. We were better get that Cy Young this year. He's been robbed too many times, says Quan. I agree. Last year, though, Sale deserved it. 2-2 to Schwarber, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Chase Burns. That was a good breaking ball there. Schwarber doesn't usually swing at those. And he certainly went around. And now Harper's up. He has struck out in his last 5 at-bats. And this time he grounds this one over to first base. It's played on a hop by the first baseman, Encarnacion Strand, and he flips it back over to Burns, who covers the bag. And there's out number 2. That was very wordy, JJ. The Corbin Burns here was bad. Should have been Wheeler. I agree with that. Here's Alec Bohm. Bohm 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. And he takes down for a ball. If you're a Reds fan, we do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone where we go around Major League Baseball and we sort of do like a red zone cast, an NFL red zone version of that. 1-0 pitch. This one's flied out towards center field. Under it is Friedel. He makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Chase Burns. 3 frames, 1 hit for the Phils. That's it. We're going to the 4th. Yeah. Ooh. Let's take a sip of water. I do want to let you guys know something. I will post it in the community. Okay. And I will make sure that I say it a little bit later. I know that the All-Star break is coming up. Not this week, but next week. Unfortunately, though, for you guys, from Friday to Monday, I'm taking the trip. Can't say where yet. Can't say what I'm doing, but I will not be on. I will try to get some people to fill on in for me, but I do want to give you guys a heads up because, you know, we've been doing a lot of games on here, and at some point you got to take time off, and you got to spend time with the family. And so that's what we're going to do. But I do want to give you guys an early heads up that we will not be here the weekend after the All-Star break. So it's that Friday to that Monday. Possibly that Monday. At least until Sunday. So, just wanted to tell you. I will post that in the community tab. I will try to get some people to fill on in for me. But I will not be live for at least those 3 games that weekend. Here's TJ Friedel. The pitch is taken for a strike. That's like far out in advance. 0-1. This one's flied out towards right field. And Castellanos is there. Makes the grab. And there's one away. So if you're wondering, well, why are you doing a lot of these Diamond Zone casts these coming weeks? It's because we're going to be off. And I'd rather work really hard, you know, because we're going to be off for like 8 days. It's crazy. 1 out, top of the 4th. And the pitch. It's a foul ball at 97 miles per hour. Honestly, watching these streams is like my break. Oh. Matt McLean's up. Oh, 1 pitch. This one's flied out over towards right field. Castellanos goes back towards the track, makes the grab in front of the wall for out number 2. So McLean is retired. 37 pitches for Zach Wheeler. And so far, so good. Hit that thumbs up button. How we doing on the likes to views ratio? Elly De La Cruz is coming up. He's hitting on the left side. And he takes a fastball at 97 at the knees for strike 1. Ellie's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first. 0-1 is the count in the pitch. It's wide for a ball. Five to 2 is my final score prediction. 1-1, swing and a miss. How we doing on the ratio, mods? 31 strikes and 40 pitches for Zach Wheeler. Is that insane or what? One-two pitch. Fouled off. 220 watching, 114 likes. Let's get to 250. Keep it coming, baby. The 1-2 pitch from Wheeler. That's taken down. It's a curveball. So the count is 2-2. Happy birthday, Dylan. Happy birthday to you, my friend. 2-2 pitch to De La Cruz. Inside for ball 3. And that's the first 3-ball count that Wheeler has had to face today. Austin Hayes waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A fastball at 98 on the gun for Zach Wheeler. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Wheeler is on fire. Beautiful. We just take this guy for granted. Not the best pitcher on the team. Says who? Rangers like, I'm the best pitcher. Sanchez is like, no, it's me. It's me, bro. And Zach Wheeler was like, nope, it's still me, baby. I love the competition. Fuego. Otto, yeah, he pulled Ranger at 80 pitches because he had a predetermined pitch count for no reason. Well, I think he did it because he was scared. I think that he's trying to. I think that he feels like, from what I've heard, he wants to be able to preserve his arm for the postseason and not have him throw, quote unquote, too many pitches. So, JJ, I think we take this rotation for granted. I've been saying it for a while. We need to realize how much they are carrying this team. They are phenomenal. They really are. It's them and the Tigers and the Astros that have the best rotations in baseball. This starting staff, these top 3 pitchers, this might be the best 1-2-3 punch that the Phillies have had. I don't know. I'm saying might be. We have to wait and see how things go. And I'm trying to live on into the moment, but this is a great rotation. The pitch to Nick Castellanos is fouled off, and the 0-1 is fouled back towards the screen. Both of them at 98. Happy birthday, Dylan. No balls, 2 strikes. And time taken by Castellanos. Oh, 2 pitch. Foul ball. Burns today, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks allowed. Burns went to Tennessee and Wake Forest and was selected by the Reds with the 2nd overall pick in the 2024 draft. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Nick Castellanos down on strikes. The 7th punch out for Burns today. He's going toe-to-toe with Zach. I'll tell you that. Pretty much. Except for the walks. Excuse me. Ohtani's a wrecking machine, FYI. Yep. Never heard of that guy. If you never heard of that guy is something. On ball, no strikes to Max Kepler. And the 1-0 pitch is taken outside for ball 2. Two-0 to Kepler. This one's blooped out to center field for a base hit, and there's the second hit of the day for the Phils. That's the first hit since the leadoff single by Trey Turner, but Kepler gets on for the second time this afternoon. So he's over at first, and JT is coming up to the plate. Burns, born in Italy. His parents were actually stationed with the U.S. military over there. Pitch is taken for a ball. His father played college football. Apparently his favorite player growing up was Jeter. 1-0 pitch. This one's grounded over to third. It's played on the hop to throw. The second, there's one. That's all that they're going to get. So McLean caught it. He didn't bobble it, but it didn't look like that his feet were set properly. And I don't know if he would have gotten JT at first, even if his footwork was on point. Pitch. It's taken up high for a ball. Here's a question for you guys. Is Derek Jeter overrated? One-0 pitch. It's down for ball 2 to Bryson Stott. Wet wheel or bad, he's doing everything else. It was like one of the best hitting pitchers too. 2-0 is taken for a strike. The throw to second base, and JT is out at second. Good throw by Stevenson. Bad jump by JT. Good swipe by De La Cruz. Inning over. And we go to the 5th. No runs. Just one hit in the inning for the Phils. And we go to the 5th. No score. JJ, who's the father of our country? JJ, says Ohtani. He's a great player. Jeter was good, not great, but a good team leader, says Doug. Quan says, I think initially he wasn't, but he did live off his reputation later in his career. It's good. It's an interesting discussion. Imagine talking about this in front of Max Coverage TV's crowd. This is a good crowd to do that with. They treat Jeter like we do with Mike Schmidt. You know? I'll take Mike Schmidt, though, over Derek Jeter. I'm just looking to start stuff. Ugh. We're going to the 5th. No score between the Phillies and the Reds. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the order for Cincinnati. It's Austin Hayes, Gavin Lux, and Spencer Steer. Phillies baseball brought to you by Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well, and become a member of Play-by-Play with JJ today. Memberships are $2.99. If you guys want to get some cool emojis, can. So, drop a link down below. And also, if you want to call on into the postgame show today, 610-314-0844 is how you call on into the show. So far, this game's been pretty dead, but the chat's been alive, baby. Yes. Turn that frown upside down. I don't know where that came from, but A lot of donuts on the board. We're heading to the 5th. New York has sewer rats for icons. Ay, ay, ay. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Sweeper at 84 miles per hour. Austin Hayes, 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. 0-1 pitch. That slipped out of Wheeler's hands. Called to the sweeper. One ball, one strike to Austin Hayes. The 1-1 pitch. Up high for ball 2. Came at 95 miles per hour. Come on, Wheeler. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 2-1 pitch. It's high for ball 3. So the count is 3-1 to Austin Hayes. Wheeler comes set and delivers. This one is flied out over towards right center field. Castellanos goes back towards the track, towards the wall, and it is gone. Austin Hayes hits a solo homer out to right field. That was a fastball down the middle. That's his 8th homer of the season, and he puts the Reds up 1-0. That's also his 31st RBI as well. I didn't even know if it was actually going to go out. And it did. And Austin Hayes puts his hand to his ear like Allen Iverson. Oh, gosh. The pitch. Strike 1. That is disrespect. Wow. Does he usually do that with his home run celebrations, or was that just to the Philly fans? 0-1. That's a sweeper that's at the knees for strike 2. He did the I can't hear you. Vincent with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. 0-2 pitch on the way and a called strike 3 at the knees. 1 gone in the top of the 5th.
Larry Bowa is our Derek Jeter.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. Pure class. That's why. I like that. Here's the pitch. This one's grounded over to short. It's played on the hop by Turner. The throw across the diamond in time. There's out number 2. Vincent, thanks again. Thank you very, very much. So Luck strikes out. Steer grounds out to short. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Steer's coming up. Stevenson's up in the pitch. Swing on the miss. Why does it say it Steer's up? Okay, there we go. Now it updated. There we go. The ball's 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's a fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 2. It's down for a ball. Who actually is the most famous Phillies? Who's the most famous celebrity that a Phillies player has actually dated? Does anybody know? Can somebody actually look that up for me? 1-2, and that's taken down for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside for ball 3. Yeah, who is the most famous celebrity that a Phillies player has dated? Ben Simmons with the Kardashians. I'm talking about the Phillies. But yeah, that's the basketball one that you could think of. Yeah, I was going to say that too. 3-2. This one's grounded over towards second base. Stott has it, picks it up, throws it over to first. It's in time. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. But Austin Hayes hits a long ball against his former team and puts the Reds up 1-0. John says Rocky. Hamels must have dated a celeb or Burl. Look it up for me. Scratching my head. Who is in your cup, bros? My cup? I have water in this cup. Dalton married a Playmate of the Year. Really? I think Hamels married a woman who was on a Survivor TV show. Huh. That's like an interesting convo. Let's see what Google has to say. Who's the most famous celebrity a Phillies player has dated? I don't know. Oh, Aaron Dolan with Alec Bohm technically counts, I guess, right? Because Aaron Dolan is a ESPN reporter, right? So I guess that technically counts. How many followers does she have? Sports analyst for ESPN who appears daily on ESPN Bet Live. The pitch. It's taken for a strike. This is to Bryson Stott. Chase Burns still pitching. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch. This one's fouled off. I actually didn't even know that they were dating. I had no clue. Wow. 0-2 pitch. It's up high and away for a ball. Did you guys know that they were dating? Alec Bohm and Aaron Dolan? I had no clue. 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded towards the right side. Burns has it. Flips it with the glove over to first. Nice play. That was a good play there. So there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Sam Moll is getting loosened up for the Reds. And Brandon Marsh is coming up. Yup, old news is hardcore. Old news. Where are you, JJ? The pitch is taken for a strike. I had no clue that they were dating. Old news. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch is outside and high for a ball. I think they kept it hush-hush for a while. I think they like their privacy. I mean, I don't blame them. 1-1. It's down and in for ball 2. If that's old news, though, then why haven't people talked about it? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is taken up high and away for ball 3. Baseball gossip. I love that. Can we have like a baseball reality TV show? 3-1, swing and a miss. Larry just took a shot at Bohm. Oh, boy. Marsh 0 for 1 today. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. They call that a defensive play. A guy catching a foul ball, a fan catching a foul ball. That's a defensive play of the game. What are we talking about? 3-2. And that is taken for ball 4 to Brandon Marsh as he gets aboard for the first time this afternoon. JJ, why is your screen so far behind? I don't know. No clue. The pitch is taken for a ball. It's just one of those days. It's all automated. It's probably their system that's not working, but 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch to Trey Turner is down for ball 2. All right, this is the point of attack inning. Idiot pitches for Burns. Again, Mole is warming up in the pen. I assume he's going to face Schwarber. 2-0 pitch, and Turner goes after a pitch in the dirt. It bounces away from the catcher, but not too far out in front of Stevenson for Marsh to advance. You can always pull up your own page on ESPN or MLB if you don't like it. This is hardcore. Yeah, it's usually like a pitch behind. And I like it that way because I don't like it when it's ahead because that's a spoiler. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to Turner, swing and a miss. She's swinging at that 2-0 count. Really changes the at-bat. The windup and the pitch to Turner. This one's flat out towards right field. Benson's there, and he'll make the catch. And Terry Francona is going to go out there, and he'll bring on in Sam Mole. So Burns is still responsible for the runner over at first. And we have a call to the bullpen as Mole will come on in. I swear if the Phillies lay an egg today, it's just hardcore for all. Hardcore is going to beat everybody up. Hardcore's going to get that bat out, and he's going to slam it on his hand and be like, don't mess with me, Phillies. Can't do that. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. Shall we do that right now? The Red Sox are up 4-2 against the Nationals in the bottom of the third. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do it like this. All right. Let me know if this works. Okay. Sort of like when we do, whatchamacallit. We'll do it like this. Okay. So the Red Sox are up 4-2 in the bottom of the third inning with 2 runners on and 2 outs. The Angels are down 2-1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. And that is in the top of the 5th inning. Then you have the Mets trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th. They're taking on the Yankees. The Brewers currently have a 2-1 lead in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. And in the bottom of the 5th, out at Progressive Field, it is scoreless against the Tigers. And then the Tampa Bay Rays are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 3rd against the Minnesota Twins. Orioles did beat the Braves today by a score of 2-1, and the Phillies are down 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. You like that? I just kind of thought about that, and I thought, you know what? For those people that are visual, now you get to see that, rather than just me talking about it. That's an interesting way of doing things. If that's what I do for Diamond Zone, why don't I do that when we're doing around the league? Sorry, I didn't mean to criticize. No. You weren't criticizing. You weren't criticizing at all. He was just trying to be nice. He was just trying to offer another way to do it. You don't have to criticize. Criticize me. Or you didn't criticize, but criticize me all you want. Anybody. But no, you're good. The pitch is taken for a strike. I think he was just trying to help. I'm always open to criticism, though, if it's valid. The ball is 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Mole throws it back to first. Not in time. Oh, 1. And that is low and outside for a ball. 2 outs, 1 on. Get something done, or else Hardcore is gonna do something. Don't make Hardcore angry. Absolutely, Quan. 1-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. Scott Barlow warming up in the Reds bullpen. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-1 pitch. Just outside for ball 3. All right. Let's go. Wake 'em up! Charge! 3-1 pitch to Schwarber. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And it's a full count. What's up, Eric? And also shout out to Patricia. Shout out to all of you, man. You guys are awesome. How's the ratio? Somebody give me an update on the ratio right now. Three-two pitch to Schwarber. Line drive hit out towards right center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Marsh rounding third. Benson gets to the ball. He'll come in to score. The Phillies tie it up 1-1 as Kyle Schwarber gets an RBI double. Good job by Kyle. Drop the emotes. Here comes Bryce Harper to the plate. First pitch to Bryce. That's at the knees for strike one. And the count is 0-1. Yeah, baby. Charge! 0-1 pitch to Bryce. It's chopped towards the right side. The count is now 0-2. We are chat. We are chat. Yeah, we are chat. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. And the 0-2 to Harper, swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Kyle Schwarber ties it up on an RBI double, though. And we're heading to the 6th inning, knotted up at 1 apiece. Gross, come on, Harper. No spoilers in the chat. Just a friendly reminder for those of you that are out there. But Schwarber does tie it up with an RBI double. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Last half of Harper's contract will produce very little, says John Haversack. Mark his words. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ohtani can single-handedly win a game. Yep. Will Benson's up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. It's down for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. It's taken inside for ball 2. We were with only 62 pitches. That's it. 2 balls, 1 strike. The windup, the pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. Dr. Delay, how are you, my friend? What is up? The pitch from Zach Wheeler. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Wheels today. Phillies are tied 1-1. Austin Hayes with a solo homer off of Wheeler. That was the only hit, the only run, and really the only base runner that was allowed from Zach Wheeler. And then the Phillies tied it up in the bottom of the 6th on an RBI double by Kyle Schwarber. Here's Wheeler as he comes set, kicks, deals, and throws a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. If you guys love the Pirates, if you love Pittsburgh sports, if you like baseball, my man Dr. Delay is incredible with what he does. He doesn't think it, but he is. He knows it, though. 0-1 pitch. Foul ball. The count is now 0-2. He's really, really good. He does classic play-by-play like we do. No balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler gets set at the letters again, winds up and fires, and it's high for a ball. Christian Encarnacion Strand is the guy that's up in the box. 0-for-1 with a strikeout in the third. 1-2 pitch. Down and away for ball 2. Robo-umps now. Run, baby. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch looked a little bit inside, but Wheeler gets the call. It's a curveball. And Wheeler with his 8th punch out today. Cha-ching. Robo-umps now. If that was a spoiler, do not do that again. Glad Schwarber made it to first. Anybody with an update on Muncy? Muncy, I think, is out for the next 6 weeks. I can double check, though. The pitch is taken for a strike. 0-1 is the count. TJ Fradels draws a bunt. It's a foul ball, though. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. I thought my audio went out for a second. That scared me. Infielder placed in the IL after a nasty collision at third. Expected to miss 6 weeks. 0-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball hit out towards right field. Castellanos is there, though. Makes the catch in front of the warning track. Inning is over. Side is retired. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Bohm, Castellanos, and Kepler will come up for Philadelphia. JJ, can you smell the Philly garbage next to New Jersey yet? It might smell like garbage, but you know what? At the end of the day, they might just take out the trash. John loves the garbage strike. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Button, who's got the button? Anybody know what that's from? Anybody know what that line's from? Button, who's got the button? Philly captain has been covering it well, has he? Shout out to the Philly captain. Muncy's injury is good luck for the G-men. Yeah, it's a tough one. But the Max Muncy that they're facing tonight, I think, is not hurt. Willy Wonka! Good job. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised you got it. Let's go. Willy Wonka. Yep. Violet Beauregard. Such a great name. Scott Barlow's going to pitch. We are heading to the bottom of the 6th. Barlow with a 4.26 ERA. 38 innings, 37 strikeouts, 22 walks allowed. They needed the white balance on the camera. There we go. The pitch is taken for a strike. I was like, it definitely did not get darker. They have to white balance the camera. And there you go. Voila. First pitch is taken for a strike to Bohm. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Let's get 250 likes. 0-1 pitch. This one is lined out to right field for a base hit. And Bohm smashes one into right for a single. It was played on a hop by the right fielder, Will Benson. And Bohm gets the 4th hit for Philadelphia this afternoon. Let's go. Very, very nice. 254, baby. Castellanos swings and misses at a pitch that was outside. A smash single. Hey now, you're an all-star. Thanks, Hardcore. 0-1. This one's going to be blooped out towards center field. That's going to drop it for a base hit. McLean could not catch it. And going over to third base is Bohm. Runners at the corners. And Kepler's coming up. We are Jack. Yeah. We are Freak Nation. We are Freak Nation. Let's go. Here comes Kepler. Nobody out. The pitch to Max outside for ball 1. It was a curveball. JJ needs a chart graphic. It's a good idea. I don't know how it would look. That's an interesting idea. 1-0 pitch. It was outside, but it's a called strike by the ump. One ball, one strike to Kepler, and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And the count is 1-2. He went around. Barlow gets set at the letters. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. He went around that time as well. The pitch was inside. And there's the first out of the inning as Barlow gets the strikeout. Those were two awful swings by Kepler. I mean, he was guessing at the both of them. And they were both off speed. Here's JT. The pitch. It's a slider on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. Charge! Oh, 1 to JT, swing and a miss. Got a sinker that disappeared out of the zone. Barlow this year, a 4.26 ERA for the 32-year-old. Played with the Royals from 2018 to 2023. Then got traded to the Padres. And then spent last year with the Cleveland Guardians. Had 68 strikeouts and 55 innings of work. 0-2 to JT. It's just outside for a ball. Chat make fire. Let's go. The 1-2 on the way. Foul ball. And JT stays alive. Don't forget, after the game, we have a post-game show. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in. And then we will go on into our Diamond Zone cast, where we go around Major League Baseball 1-2, foul ball. And we take a look at the live scores and try not to miss a highlight. It'll be a little bit slower tonight because there won't be as many games on, but we'll just sort of treat it like it's play-by-play. It's cool. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Barlow throws a curveball. JT shakes his head, goes back to the dugout, and there's back-to-back strikeouts for Philadelphia. And Stott is coming up. Bryson Stott walked in the second. A base hit gives the Phillies the lead here. And Stott takes a fastball wide. One to one in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs. Bases. There's 2 runners at the corners. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. Strike 1. Taylor Rogers, former Giant, is warming up in the Reds bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is a curveball that misses off the plate. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-1 to Stott. It's grounded foul over towards the first base side. Hit sharply. Just got out in front of it a little bit. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Barlow pitching. Gets the signs from Stevenson. Winds up and fires. And Stott's going to ground this one down the first base line. That is a foul ball. Oh, it was close. And went towards the right. And went in between the legs of the first base umpire as well. Time called by Bryson Stott in the guts of the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends about Play by Play with JJ, where we go on for every Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies game. Barlow winds up and delivers and throws a curveball in the dirt for ball 3, and Stott holds his horses. Good block, too, by Stevenson. He had to shuffle his feet and keep it in front of him, and he did. Brandon Marsh is up next. Bohm at third, Casty at first. Phillies knocking on the door. 3-2 pitch outside, and the bases are loaded as Brandon Marsh is coming up next. Let's go. Very, very good. Bohm's at third, Casty's at second, and Stott's at first now. Time called. Let's go. Wave those rally towels. Drop those Phillies emotes in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Rogers loosening up 21 pitches for Barlow. The last time that Barlow pitched, it was against the Phillies on Friday. He went 1 inning, allowed a hit, and struck out 1 batter. The outing before that, which was last Tuesday, He gave up a run against the Sox and also allowed 2 hits and blew a save. It's been very streaky. Here's Brandon Marsh. He's in the box. Pitch number 1 to Marsh. It's down for a ball. Wow. That was in the zone. But Marsh will take it. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, that was inside, but he fouls it off of his back foot, I think. Regardless, he walks out of the box. He hobbles a little bit. And has to walk back over to home plate. He has the end of the bat in his right hand. And hit his knee. Ow. Thanks so much for the sub. 32 more for us to get to 6,300. And let's get to 250 likes. How we doing on that? Base is loaded for the Phillies in the bottom of the 6th. We're tied 1-1. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barlow looks back at second. Now back to the plate. And the 1-1 is chopped foul towards the right side. Goes past the first base coach, Paco Figueroa. Barlow with the 25th pitch. Here it is. It's grounded foul again towards that first base side. Got a curveball. Marsh is just 0 for 1 against Barlow. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 to Brandon Marsh, down for ball 2. And the count is tied up at 2 apiece. Keith, thanks for the sub. Chat's on fire. Let's go. We love it when chat is engaged. The 2-2 pitch to Marsh. Another foul ball. That goes over towards the third base side and out of play. He's grinding. He's battling. He's working. And fighting hard. Up next is Turner. The 2-2 pitch. And a defensive swing by Marsh. It's another foul ball as it goes towards the third base side. That pitch was inside, and he swung to protect, and it got out of play. Great battle here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Brandon Marsh strikes out on a curveball in the dirt, and the Reds get out of the inning without a scratch. Phillies leave the bases loaded. That was quite a battle between Barlow and Marsh, and Barlow gets fired up as we go to the top of the 7th inning, still tied 1-1. Wow. That was crazy. That was just good baseball. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. I'm going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Be back in 30 seconds. We were back out there for the 7th inning. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. To McLean. The ball is 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Matt McLean 0 for 2 with a ground out over to short. That came in the first. He also flied out to right. The ball is 2 strikes and the 0-2 pitch. Low and outside for a ball. How about those Texas Floods? Yeah, if you're... Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I hope that everybody's doing well out there. If you're out in the Texas area, I hope that you're staying safe. 1-2, and that's down for ball 2. I hope that you were safe during those floods. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's a fastball that's up high for ball 3. So the count is full. Up next is Elly De La Cruz. You got Houston, Texas, Dave, that's usually on here. 3-2. It's grounded foul over towards the third base side. Phillies should set a team record in 2025 for strikeouts. They should set a record in 2025 for strikeouts hitting-wise. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a curveball, and Zach Wheeler gets his 9th strikeout of the ball game. Phillies are actually 20th in the league in strikeouts. They've struck out 703 times coming on into today, tied with the Mets. They don't strike out that much. They could be the Rockies or the Angels or the Red Sox and strike out over 800 times. The Yankees actually have 793. They're 4th. The pitch to De La Cruz is taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is a cutter that's in there for strike 1. Absolutely, Larry. Yeah, their strikeout numbers were down compared to last year. 1-1. That's a fastball at 98, and it's taken for ball 2. Last year, they were 16th in the league in strikeouts with 1,370 during the regular season. And the year before that, they were actually 8th in 2023. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The count is now 2-2. Elly batting on the left side. He's 0 for 2 today. He struck out in the 4th. The 84th pitch by Wheels. Here it comes. And this one's lined over towards second base, played on a hop by Stott. The throw to first in time. Stott was playing towards the back of the infield. And yet good defensive alignment for the Phils. Houston, Texas, Dave, I hope you're doing all right, my friend. Yeah, they were 8th in strikeouts in 2023, 16th in strikeouts last year, and this year so far 20th, hitting-wise. Pitch to Austin Hayes is taken for a strike. That's the only hit today. Was the Austin Hayes home run. Pitch, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wheeler gets the signs, winds up, and fires. This one's grounded over to second again. Stott picks it up, throws it over to first, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right. We're tied 1-1. Phillies have struck out 11 times today. Yeah, I can't explain the whole Barlow thing and Mole, but Burns, no, he has some good stuff. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. All right. I want to know who has the longest hitting streak in Phillies franchise history. Does anybody know who has the longest hitting streak in Phillies franchise history? Rollins. What was the streak? What was the streak? What was the streak? Ashburn's incorrect. Schmidt's incorrect. You guys got to be quick with this. 36. That's actually correct. Sorry. Yes. I forgot he hit safely in 38 games, but 36 is correct. 36 is right. Good job, Larry. Good stuff. Anybody know who has the longest home run streak? Anybody know? Howard. Nope. Schmidt. Schmidt does have the longest streak. I don't know specifically what it is, but I do know that he has the longest home run streak in Phillies history. Graham Ashcraft is going to pitch. If somebody wants to tell me or confirm that, you can. For the Phillies, yeah. No, for the Dodgers. Yes, for the Phillies. Trey Turner's coming up. Turner singled in the first. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Graham Ashcraft is pitching for Cincinnati. You mean consecutive games with a homer? Yes. That's a streak. Consecutive games with a hit is a hitting streak, yes. 0-1. This one's grounded over to short. It's picked up by De La Cruz. The throw over to first in time. Nice throw. He is a cannon of an arm over at short. We got Mark with the 1 month. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Did Harper get a hit today? No. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, though. Don't be like our friend, Old Man Ferguson, and wait 8 months to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe today. The balls, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's a slider at 91 miles per hour. We need 29 more subs for us to get to 6,300. Schwarber up at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Tie for a ball. It's a slider. One, two. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Nothing or less than nothing offense. Did I say that correctly? Here's Bryce Harper. And Harper takes a cutter at 99. Wow. Right down the middle for a strike. The ball's 1 strike. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I subscribed immediately after not getting banned and blocked my first game. 0-2 pitch to Harper. It's inside for a ball. Good man. Eight months. 1-2. That's inside and low for ball 2. Harper, in the 7th inning or later this year, batting .303 with 4 homers and 12 RBI. The 2-2 pitch to Harper. It's up high and away for ball 3. AJP, how are you? I subbed yesterday, waited a bit to see if this JJ thing was worth it after 2 years. 3-2 to Harper. Check swing, he did not go. And he gets on over at first base with a 2-out walk. All right. And Alec Bohm is coming up to the plate. Crazy. That was JJ's first sub. Pitch to Bohm, swing and a miss. Yeah, a slider that was in the dirt. Wheeler does have 87 pitches, in case you're wondering. So we should be going back out there for the 8th. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. Down and away for ball 2. Or ball 1. So now Harper decides to bat. Well, he didn't have to bat because he got walked. He didn't have to swing. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. That looked really good out of the hand of Graham Ashcraft. How's the ratio? 1-2 pitch on the way. Bohm, did he go? No. Pitch was a foot off the plate, and Bohm just barely held up, according to the first base umpire. That could have gone either way. Two balls, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. And the 2-2. Here it comes. A tie for ball 3. Yeah, finally he got on. Nick Castellanos is up next. Runner goes, the 3-2 pitch to Bohm, foul ball. And Harper has to jog back to first. Ashcraft this year, a 4.08 ERA. He's been coming out of the bullpen. He was used as a starter over the last 3 seasons. 3-2 pitch to Bohm. This one's chopped over towards shortstop. It's bobbled by De La Cruz. It goes out to left field, and Harper's going to go on over to third. It was chopped towards that 5-6 hole. De La Cruz tried to cut off McLean over at third base, and he just could not get there. He bobbled the ball. Oh, that was bad. And so the Phillies have runners on at the corners. Wow. How about that? That was Encarnacion Strand, over at third base, who tried to cut off De La Cruz. He got out in front of him, and there was some miscommunication regardless. The ball went out to left field. They'll call it an E5, and the Reds are going to take a timeout, and the Phillies have runners on at the corners. An extra out for Cincinnati to record. Let's go. Nick Castellanos is up. He blooped out a single his last time up in the bottom of the 6th. And he will step on into the batter's box. First pitch to Nick. Swing and a miss on a slider that may have been a little bit high. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes, and there's a cutter that's taken on the inside edge for strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. Ashcraft kicks and deals the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And so we go to the top of the 8th inning. Still tied 1-1. Lux, Steer, and Stevenson are coming up for the Reds. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to take another quick step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. So nobody found out the answer to me to see who has the longest or what the streak is for the most consecutive games a Phillies player has homered in. 321 watching, 175 likes. Let's go, baby. Come on. Hit that thumbs up button. Get out of the shadows. Hit the thumbs up button and come join the conversation. If you can't, though, I understand. Wheeler's back out there for the 8th. He's been magnificent. Guys, be thankful we're not Rockies fans. Even the Rockies fans, though, they're so faithful. The pitch. This one's fouled over towards the left side and out of play. $28 more subs for us to get to 6,300. Wheeler comes set and fires, and it's up high for a ball. At the 2-hour 27 marker. Game got started at 1:35. 1-1 pitch. A curveball that's on the outside corner for strike 2. The only hit that Wheeler has allowed today was the solo homer to Austin Hayes. That's it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Wheeler kicks, delivers, and the pitch is fouled off. I know, right, Ronald? This starting pitching has been outstanding. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 10 for Wheeler. Yes. I'm with a breaking ball in the dirt. And Lux went fishing. Spencer Steer at the plate. The windup and the pitch from Wheeler is inside for a ball. Steer is grounded out twice. Both times to shortstop Turner. 1-0 pitch. It's grounded over to third. Backhanded by Bohm. Almost fumbled it. Throws it over to first. In time for out number 2. As he got it on into his throwing hand, it almost slipped. But almost does not count. 2 away. In case you are wondering, the Mets were down 5-0, and now it's a 5-4 game in the top of the 7th. The Yankees are on top by 1. The pitch is taken for a strike. Phillies are half a game above the Mets in the NL East. Tyler Stevenson is up. 95 pitches for Wheeler. 0-1 pitch is inside for a ball. I assume that this will be his last batter. Or his last inning, I should say. Haven't seen anybody warming up in the pen, though. Doesn't mean nobody's warming up. As Wheeler kicks, fires, and throws a splitter that's inside for ball 2. 66 strikes, 31 balls for Zach. The 98th pitch. That's a strike. It came at 99. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Wheeler calls for time very quickly. Fans clapping along for Wheeler, and they're standing on their feet as well. Wheeler comes set, kicks, delivers, and it's outside, not by much for ball 3. Benson's up next. The 3-2 pitch from Wheeler, swing and a miss! 100 pitches in 8 innings of work for Zach. 1 run on 1 hit from Austin Hayes. Other than that, he's been perfect. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's go, baby. Zach Wheeler is incredible. Do not retire, please. I'm just kidding. Do what you got to do, man. He is awesome. Be thankful for Wheeler. We love you, man. It's a miracle that the Phillies are in first place. Well, I guess it's a miracle that the Phillies starting pitching has been just that good, right? That's also a miracle too. That's not luck. It's a miracle that Zach Wheeler won Pitcher of the Month. This starting pitching is why the Phillies are where they are. Get those bats working, baby. Come on. I agree. Get the clocks out in the chat. Tell them to wake up. Come on. Get the alarm clocks out. Wake everybody up. And get that lead for Wheeler. Yeah. Hit that heart button, baby. It's time to wake up the bats. It is wakey wakey time for the offense. We need a run, literally. 343 people on here watching and 185 likes. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's get to 300 likes. Can we get to 300? Can we hit 300 likes? Can we hit 300 likes? Don't forget, after the game, we have a post-game show. Tony Santillan is going to go out there to pitch. Let me know if I'm saying that correctly, Reds fans. 39 2/3 of an inning, 32 strikeouts. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you, Gregory. Here's Kepler at the plate. First pitch, it's a called strike. It reached 94 miles per hour. Nothing in one is the count. To Max Kepler, the windup and the pitch. It's a slider that's taken down for a ball. Do or die time, baby. Do it for Wheeler. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. This one's chopped towards the first base side. First baseman has it, tags the bag, and there is out number 1. I feel like you can do the same post game every day. Why do you think I took off for the last 4 days? Just kidding. I could talk about this team nonstop. Even when it's the same type of conversations. We're at 198. We need 2 more to get to 200. I want us to get to 300. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. And JT is up. And he stares at a pitch that looked like a strike, but it's called a ball nonetheless. Phillies do have some action in the bullpen. 1-0 to JT, foul ball. Couldn't tell who that was warming up. If somebody wants to spoil it, you can. The 1-1 pitch to Realmuto. He flies this one out over towards right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit as Benson loses his hat and plays it on a hop. And a 1-out single for Philadelphia. The go-ahead run's over at first. Let's go. Cinnaminson, New Jersey, shout out to you. Here comes Stotts. Stotts up. And the windup and the pitch is taken for a strike one at 95 miles per hour. I need to hear you guys loud and clear in chat. Charge! The ball is one strike, and the 0-1 to Stotts, foul ball. We never get the leadoff hitter on base. Actually, yesterday we did that a lot. And yet we still won somehow. But I feel like we got the leadoff man aboard. We did that in the first inning with Trey Turner. And then Kyle Schwarber walked. And we couldn't get anybody home. No balls, 2 strikes. Third base line is wide open. 0-2 to Stotts. Check swing. The pitch was high. He did not go. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 366 people watching us. We have 366 freaks here in the chat. Help us get to 6,300 subscribers and over 300 likes. The 1-2 to Stotts. It's a foul ball. And it goes out of play. After the game is done, we will be doing a Phillies post-game show. You can call on in 610-314-0844. We will also have our Diamond Zone cast at 5:30 for now, where we go around Major League Baseball and we do like an NFL Red Zone type of a cast. 1-2, foul ball. You better be spamming those hearts in the chat. Clarence! Shout out to Broadway, Virginia. Welcome to Philly Freak Nation, where we go on for every Phillies game, Sixers and Eagles. 1-2 the Stotts. And a slider is taken in the dirt for ball 2. Austin Hayes had a solo homer for the Reds. That was the only hit, the only run, and the only base runner allowed by Zach Wheeler. Phillies then tied it up on an RBI double by Kyle Schwarber. That's all the offense in this game. The 2-2 the Stott. Fly ball. Hit out to right field. It's gone. Philadelphia in front 3-1. Bryson Stott gives the Phillies the lead. Let's go. Brandon Marsh is up, and the pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball right down Broad Street, and Bryson Stott sent it all the way to Mars. 0-1 to Marsh. Foul ball. No balls. 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. The Phillies lead it 3-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. 0-2 pitch. High and outside for ball 1. Does Wheeler come back for the 9th? Does he go back out there for the 9th inning, folks? One ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh, who's 0 for 2 today. Bryson Stott with a 2-run bomb to give the Phillies a 3-1 lead. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Marsh fishes after an off-speed pitch. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Trey Turner. Turner 1 for 4 with a single back in the first. And the pitch is fouled away. The count's 0-1. 404 people tuning on in. Let's get the likes up, baby. Let's get to 300. 0-1 pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. De La Cruz picks it up, throws it over to first. Inning over, but the Phillies have the lead. They lead it 3-1. And we're going to the top of the 9th inning. Will Zach Wheeler pitch? And if not, can the Phillies get the save and allow Wheeler to get the win? We shall see. Bryson Stott, baby, that was awesome. 421 people rocking with us. Folks, if you are new to the channel, okay, my name is Jason Joseph. I go by JJ on here. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We go on for every single Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies game. We have a post-game show after the game is done. Call on in. 610-314-0844 is how you dial on into the show. If you don't want to talk to me live, you can leave a voicemail message as well, or you can text on in to the JJ hotline. Again, that's 610-314-0844. And after the game, we will then start our Diamond Zone stream, which is where we go around the Major League Baseball scores, and we do live play-by-play for all of the big moments. So that way we don't miss a big moment in real time, and we sort of cover it like it's NFL Red Zone, but we do it from a baseball perspective. It's beautiful. It's great. Thanks, JJ. Awesome job with the games. I appreciate you. I think that this is so cool because we bring together a whole community of people, whether it's good or bad times. And when there's bad times on here, it makes the greater times even better. It does. It just makes it that much better. So if you guys enjoy that, please subscribe to the channel. All right, Wheeler's going to go out there for the 9th inning. The pitch, swinging a foul ball from Will Benson. He's going out there to finish out the game. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 pitch is down for a ball. 12 straight batters retired for Zach Wheeler. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts, 1 hit. It was on the solo homer. 1-1 pitch, foul ball. So the count is 1-2. Wheeler's longest outing this year came recently where he went 8 innings. That was against the Padres in his last outing. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 gun in the top of the 9th. A dozen strikeouts for Wheeler. And so, 1 gone already. Woof. Benson is down on strikes, and it's Christian Encarnacion Strand coming up to the plate. The pitch, this one's grounded foul towards the third base side. Santiago Espinal is going to pinch hit for Christian Encarnacion Strand. The 0-1 pitch to Espinal. This one is going to be caught over at second base by Stott. I thought it was going to be blooped out to center, but Stott got there, 2 down. 1 more out to go in this game. Hit that thumbs up button, people. TJ Fradel is coming up. Wheeler gets set at the letters, fans on their feet. And the pitch is high and away for a ball. Fradel 0 for 3 today with 2 flyouts and a line out. 1-0 pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out towards left field. Kepler gets under it, waits for it, makes the catch, and the Phillies get the win. Zach Wheeler with a complete game victory. Philadelphia goes out on top 3-1. Ring the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. That was fun. That was cool. I'm happy that Rob Thompson let Zach Wheeler go out there for that 9th inning. He wasn't going to go out there if it was a tie game. He wasn't going to go out there if it was a tie game. That's the truth. I think we all know who the MVP is. I do. How can he not be the MVP? He was absolutely stellar, and right now is just continuing to show why he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. His stuff was electric today. Gosh. That was fun. That was awesome. Bryson Stott, huge 2-run swing in that bottom of the 8th inning. I don't want to underestimate that either. The offense does continue to have their woes, but I'm not going there right now. I need to celebrate Zach Wheeler's excellence, and I need to just celebrate how he just puts the team on his back every single time he's out there on the mound. The more I watch him, the more I watch Ranger, the more I watch Sanchez. Now you're at the point where you just can't trade Ranger now. You can't trade him. I'm sorry. You can't get rid of him. You have to keep him. You're going to have to try to be creative now at the deadline. You put yourself in this position because your starting pitching is at the top tier of Major League Baseball. They just are. 15 straight batters retired to end the game for Wheeler. My gosh. Yeah. Don't know what else to say. My mouth is literally watering from just how phenomenal Zach Wheeler was today. I could go for something to eat, and I will. Trust me. I am going to take a quick step off. Text on in to the postgame show, 610-314-0844. You can also call on in and leave a voicemail message as well. Or you can call in live when we come back from our little break after this. If you are leaving, though, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. And also turn on the notification bell icons. I will see you all in 3 minutes. Give me just a little time to just get up, stretch, and I will see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yeah, baby, yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's how it's done. Yes. Oh, feels nice. Feels nice that we have a very good win. Something positive that we got to see out there on the mound. And Topper, good for you. Thank you. Thank you, Rob Thompson, for letting him go out there to pitch one more inning. It worked. The curse about Rob is that he says to all his guys, I trust you. He's a player's coach, a player's manager. A lot of times this year, that has come to backfire against the Phillies. Whether he's putting on in a reliever with bases loaded and nobody out, and he says to them, I trust you to get all these 3 outs here. And a lot of times, that's backfired. Today was the right day for him to do what he did. It worked, and he obviously showed trust with Zach, and Zach had his stuff. The question was he going to go back out there for the 9th inning? You saw somebody getting warmed up. I couldn't tell who it was, but there was some action. And I was a little bit afraid that if the Phillies did not score in that bottom of the 8th inning, I knew he wasn't going to pitch. I mean, Rob's going to probably say that in the postgame show, what his thinking was. But, man, Zach Wheeler is all I want to talk about for the rest of my life. That's it. Really. I'm a little bit annoyed because, and this is me just being nitpicky here, that homer by Austin Hayes, I mean, come on. That was the only hit. That was the only run. He was just that good. It was that special today. Come on. Good for Bryson Stott. He got a pitch down the middle and smoked that thing. That thing was crushed. I think it's actually still landing right now as we speak. I do. Because that was a shot. That was a Stott shot. An absolute laser beam hit out to right field. You just knew it as soon as the swing was shown. It was not coming back. Santillan had a mistake. And it was a fastball down Broadway. And Stott crushed it. Yeah. I really don't want to focus as much on the negatives today. I know that some things are going to get overshadowed. The offense as a whole stunk. They did really bad. I don't understand Terry Francona's decision. And again, I'm not a Reds fan or like whatever. I don't cover the Reds, but they pitched to Kyle Schwarber, and they don't pitch. And they pitched to Bryce. I don't know why they didn't work around that in that 5th inning or whenever it was that the Phillies put up the run. It was the bottom of the 5th. Your team was 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. And you needed a a near perfect game to win this. You needed a near perfect game. Pretty much a perfect game. Let's just call it what it was. You needed Zach Wheeler to be perfect out there on the mound. And he was perfect today. Stott's catch at second as well was also really nice. It's great when your defense can bail you out. Even if your offense is not showing up, when your defense has your back as a pitcher, that is such a relief. It just is. The Phillies left 10 runners on base today, but they won this game. That's like, you lose that game 99% of the time. But not with this guy. Not with Zach Wheeler out there on the mound. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. This was just great. Wasn't really having fun. I mean, Friday was a heartbreaker. Saturday, yeah, you got the win there. And today, I didn't really have much to look forward to. And shame on me because Zach Wheeler's been just that great. Here's my question to you. Now that you see how dominant the starting pitching staff is, does that change your thoughts about trading Ranger Suarez? Does that change your thoughts on extra motivation for getting another bat? Because it does for me. I really want an outfielder now. I wanted an outfielder before, but now I am demanding them to get another bat today. Dave Dombrowski is in his suite watching Zach Wheeler pitch at home, a one-hitter, and he's seeing this offense just struggle. Now, Stott's shot was great, and schwarber drove in that run, but you need more run production. You need more help on the offensive side. Pitching can't win you games because pitching doesn't put up runs. It can keep you involved in games and buy you as much time as it possibly can, but you need another bat. I also, and going back to Zach Wheeler, I'm also very happy that Wheeler went back out there for the ninth inning because whether you like the bullpen or not, they needed a day off. They're traveling to San Francisco, and you might need them tomorrow, so save your bullpen. And that's what they did today. Save the bullpen, and if Zach is feeling it, let him pitch. I'm very happy that they did that from that perspective too, because I don't trust this bullpen. It also makes me want to go out there and get an extra arm. Since June 1st, Zach Wheeler has a .68 ERA in 40 innings. He also has 54 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 runs in his last 40 innings. That is good stuff. That's more than good stuff. That's special. In his last 2 outings, 17 innings. No walks today. Crazy. This man has not even gone under 4. It's been a while since he's gone under 5 innings. I don't know. I just want to lay down, go to sleep, and just think about Zach Wheeler striking out Elly De La Cruz, striking out Matt McLean on a nasty curveball that was inside and in the dirt. That's what I want to do right now. I want to run through a brick wall for Zach Wheeler. That's where I am. Calling into the show, 610-314-0844. So again, the question that I have for you is, now that you've seen how dominant the starting pitching staff has been, how much more now do you want the Phillies to go out there and get another bat and another piece in the bullpen? Because truthfully speaking, this starting pitching staff is the reason why you're in first place in the NL East. And even if the offense, which hasn't even been consistent at all, they look overpowering at times, and then they look like they're last in the league. They are so extreme. They are so bipolar. If they were just average during those bad games, they would have a better record. They just would. So, I don't know. 610-314-0844 is how you calling into the show. I will be taking phone calls right now. There we go. Let's see. Let's get this guy on. What is going on? You're on play-by-play with JJ.
What's going on, JJ? How you doing?
I'm doing good, my friend. How are you?
Oh, you know, like all Phillies fans, just sitting back in admiration at Zach Wheeler. And, you know, my biggest takeaway is, you know, I honestly thought he was going to leave the game with a no decision. And that's criminal. I mean, I personally am tired of seeing the bulk of our starters go 7 innings, 1 run, 7 innings, 2 runs, and walk away with a hard luck loss or a no decision. So finally, the pitcher gets rewarded for pitching a gem like that. And if Zach Wheeler's only going to be here for 2 more years, let's sit back and admire this guy every time he takes the mound. I mean, it's a master class of pitching right now. What more can you say?
I'm still speechless. I mean, the funny part is that you could have looked at the box score today, and you wouldn't have enjoyed it. Like, you actually had to watch this game in order for you to just say to yourself, that was greatness. You really did.
Well, true thing from my perspective. I rarely, if ever, enjoy watching our offense. I just, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, how many more ways can you leave first and third, nobody out, and not score, and again, screw your pitcher over? But, you know, Bryson Stott, still, to me, just from my own perspective, there is still no Philly hitter with 2 strikes that I trust more to do something productive than Bryson Stott. I mean, even though he hasn't been hitting much at all, he still usually gives you a productive at-bat. He fouls pitches off. He works to count. He makes a pitcher work to get him out. Even his previous at-bat against Barlow, correct me if I'm wrong, but he worked the walk, which is more than the other guys were doing.
Yeah.
So you get that. But, you know, you brought up, should we trade Ranger? I would not. The one thing I would do right now offensively, and I've been beating this drum for a while, isn't it time we give Justin Crawford a shot? I mean, can he do any worse than Johan Rojas? Can he do any worse than Brandon Marsh?
You need help in that outfield. And
yeah.
It's not even just that. They can go out there and get a left fielder too, but you have holes in left and center. And also, we saw with Otto Kemp, we saw this team play more small ball ever since he came up. And when Bryce was hurt, that was sort of a boost in some ways. I'll never forget that one game that we had. I don't think it was against the Nationals, but I forget which one it was. But we saw back-to-back bunts in that 10th inning, and they were playing small ball, and they won the game that way. And Otto, I thought, gave them a little bit of some life. So maybe bringing up the younger guys would actually be a really good thing for the rest of this offense, because that would say to them, hey, your job is on the line. We need extra production, so we got to get going here.
Well, you know, sometimes I wonder when we talk about acquisitions if the Phillies' best moves might be in-house, let's say.
I agree.
Okay, you brought up Otto Kemp. You got Justin Crawford. Hopefully Bryce Harper can find his way. I don't know if he can or can't. And then there's also the intrigue behind Alvarado.
Sure.
I mean, I know he's not going to be there for the postseason, but what left-handed reliever that throws 101 miles an hour are you going to find at the deadline? You're not. And since he can't pitch in the postseason, wouldn't you pitch this guy pretty much every day until his arm falls off?
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. So
yeah, I mean, and him coming back moves Strom back to a more comfortable spot in the bullpen, takes a little pressure off of Kerkering, and maybe you can add a peripheral reliever somewhere at the deadline. But I personally am not trading Justin Crawford for, let's say, David Bednar. I'm not doing it. That's just me.
I got you. What's your name again?
Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for calling on in. Call back anytime. I mean, we go on for every single Phillies postgame show, and, we break everything down. I really appreciate you for coming
thanks
on
for
by.
what you do. We appreciate you for, doing the play-by-play and giving us an outlet.
I appreciate you, Sean. Have a great rest of your day, all right?
All right. You do the same, my friend.
Go Wheeler, man. I can't wait to watch those highlights.
Yes. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Shout out to Sean, man. Good call. I love that. I love that very, very much. He brings up some legit points. The whole Justin Crawford thing is interesting because I think that they also should bring him up as well. I think that that's also in their plans to bring him up and see what he can provide for you at a big league level. But with that, I want to get more people on here. What is going on? You're on Play-by-Play with JJ.
Hey, what's up, JJ? It's Aiden.
What's up, Aiden?
Yo,
How are you, my friend?
Hey, not bad, dude. That was beautiful to watch. It does kind of leave you speechless, doesn't it?
Every time I watch Zach Wheeler out there, I feel like I'm watching, as weird as this sounds, I feel like I'm watching Picasso. Like, just paint and just do a really good job with just his art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is an art. It is a masterpiece to go watch this guy out there and pitch the way that he does. It is just so sexy to the eye.
It really is, dude. He goes out there and just paints a masterpiece. Like, he's actually, he's been in my top 5 Phillies for a minute now. He's getting that number 1 spot, I think.
Yeah.
Over the last few years. He really is. He's just dominant.
Whoops. Hold up 1 second. 1 sec. Did I press the wrong button? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. Can you hear me? Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear you, Jason.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. I was just saying, he dominates every single performance. He keeps the Phillies in every single game that he pitches. He shouldn't have as many losses as he does.
It's crazy.
It was really good to see the offense come through at the 8th. They needed that. Wheeler needed that. He needs run support, man.
It's crazy. Your team was 0 for 10 today with runners in scoring position, and you won that game.
Yeah. Yeah, even them just having 1 run off of 1 hit is weird, too.
It is.
It's like it was a 1-hitter, but it was also, still a run.
I know.
It's such a pleasure to have him on the Phillies, man. It really is.
Let me ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
When Aaron Nola is going to come back at some point, okay?
Yeah.
If you were to make your rotation for the playoffs, like your 4-man rotation, how would you go about it?
I would have Noah starting pitching. I would. He's not having the best year, and the injury's not going to help. But he's just shown that in the playoffs, man, he really can come through. I think when he comes back, he is going to be pitching better than he was initially in the beginning of the year.
So are you going to have Luzardo as the odd man out in that 4-man rotation? Yeah?
I think so. Yeah. Ranger, Sanchez, Noah, Wheeler. I think that's how you do it. I think Luzardo, he might be a problem for us for a while. You know, when's the last time he pitched this much? You know, what was it? 2 seasons ago? 3 seasons ago?
It's been, yeah, because of the Tommy John. Yeah, it's been a little bit of time. It has.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's almost like this is a bit of a work back to get where he was here a little bit. But and two, I do think he's tipping. I think that's something that I know there was some debate about that, but it seems pretty clear that he was.
Well, the reason why I wanted to bring up the Nola conversation is because the Phillies are in such they're in such a luxury of a spot because they don't have to rush Nola back. Like that's what makes this whole thing so unique to me, is that they have found a way for Aaron Nola to just get the rest. And who would have thunk coming on into this year that would be the case?
Yeah, right?
Like,
I mean, that was our number 2. But, no. I also agree with Sean, the last caller.
Yep.
About, you keep Ranger. You keep him because, you know, that's our thing. That's what the Phillies do. We're about the starting pitching. That's our strength, and we got to lean into that.
It's our identity.
Will be average. You know, that is our identity as the Philadelphia Phillies this year, is coming in and just keeping an average to, you know, very average offense in the game. And more often than not, they can pull through with a couple runs if they just rely on that starting pitching. So, no, I'm keeping Ranger and really just leaning into that strength.
Hey, and I 1,000% agree with you on keeping Ranger. Now you're at the point where you can't even trade him. I'm sorry. Like if you give him up, it needs to be for a superstar player that you are going to keep for years and years. But it's like you are trading away now somebody for pretty much like not like a Juan Soto, but like up towards that tier. Tier.
I would consider Ranger for like Elly De La Cruz maybe. You know,
maybe
that's a fun baseball player. That's a fun one, and I think he would do really good on the Phillies. But
I would love to see him on the pinstripes.
That would be sick. Yeah, man, maybe. I don't know what his contract with the Reds is, but you know.
Yeah, I don't have it on me.
Right.
I don't have it on me right now. But Aiden, thank you so much for calling on in. Go Phillies, baby.
Yeah, go Phillies, dude. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
See you, dude.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
All right, I think we have a caller on the other line. There we go. What is going on? You're on Play-by-Play with JJ. Hello?
JJ.
What's going on?
This is
How
John
you feeling?
from Richmond, Virginia.
John,
Doing
how are
great.
you?
I'm fine. Hey, what more can you say about Zach Wheeler?
I can't. I'm so
we
speechless.
had 2 players today. We had Zach Wheeler and Brian Stott. I mean, the home run. That's it.
Yep. I know. And Kyle Schwarber's RBI double, but I mean.
Oh, yeah. That helped also. Hey, no doubt.
That did, but Zach Wheeler is just. I mean, like, what else can you say? What else can you say, John?
Can't say anything else. The man was sensational.
He was.
1 hit.
It's crazy to me. I'm just so happy that he's here. I didn't talk about this with the other caller, but I want to see if you agree with this, okay? So the Eagles, right? The Eagles changed up their identity during the bye week of last year, and they finally realized that they had to run the ball, right?
Correct.
Like they had to run the ball with Saquon Barkley and just have a defensive-minded team and surround Saquon with the right pieces and do what they could to just run the damn ball. I think the Phillies are sort of in this sort of same boat now where they have to realize that it's not the bats that's helping them win games. It's the pitching. And so now you have to change your identity and play more small ball and just do what you can to allow these starters to just be as dominant as they are. Do you agree with
Yeah,
that sort of similar analogy?
I agree with that, and I think they got to keep their starting pitchers intact.
Yeah.
And we do need another reliever. I agree there, but hey, look, we get that kind of pitching from the starters, and we have to get more hits. That's obvious.
I'm with you. I'm with you on there. John, as always, thanks so much for calling on in. I love you, buddy.
Hey, love you too, buddy, and I am one of your Philly freaks.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Right.
All righty. If you guys want to call in again, 610-314-0844 is how you dial on into the show. Great phone calls. I mean, I'm willing to take more and more. I apologize for, I think it was Aiden. I had John come on, and I wanted to check the hold button thing to see if it would just put him on hold. It didn't do that at first. I had to manually do it from the phone. But regardless, I just am in awe with how great this team played today and with how great Zach Wheeler was out there on the mound. I just can't say anything else. This man, over his last 5 outings, has struck out at least 7 batters. He's had a total of 42 strikeouts coming on into today in his last 5 outings. So now that's really 6 games in a row because I didn't count today. So if he had 52 strikeouts in his last 5 outings coming on into today, he has 64 in his last 6. Isn't that insane? I think that's just so wild. I think that's crazy. Again, I saw some other people tried to call on in. You're more than welcome to call on back. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in to the show. I'm going to be reading some text messages and some YouTube messages as well. I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. I do. I said Phils would be 4-6 over their next 10 in the Astro series. They went 6-4. That's not bad, says Hardcore. Here we go. We have another phone caller. What is going on? You are on play-by-play with JJ.
JJ, Cool J.
Cool J. How you feeling, Cool J?
And I'm feeling relieved. That was a really good win. I got to say, if Zach Wheeler does not get the CY Young Award, this whole league is be investigated.
I'm with you. I don't know about you. Obviously, I was not a fan of the offense today, but when Bryson Stott hit that home run, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, that was a well-needed comeback.
Yeah.
That pretty much hit the entire game.
Like, as soon as he hit that shot, I don't know if you were watching the game, but as soon as that left the bat, I was like, my gosh, grand slam, playoffs versus the Marlins. No announcers, nothing. It just looks so great off the bat. It did. It got me chills. Let me ask you this. I want to get your opinion on this, okay? So,
all right.
So Zach Wheeler was great today. I mean, no doubt about it. He only allowed 1 hit. Like, that's the insane thing to me. Are you more willing to, after this type of a win, do you really feel like that now the Phillies have to go out there and get another outfielder and have to get another bullpen piece? Because I feel like while they can still do stuff in-house and call up Justin Crawford, which I think would be great, I'm more, like, if I'm Dave Dombrowski today, I'm watching Zach Wheeler pitch and I'm just getting on the phones.
I definitely think that they could get another asset. I mean, I like Wheeler. I like Sanchez. And I know whenever Noah will come back, hopefully he'll be back in that pitcher's mentality and try go back to getting start getting some pitcher players out. But I think definitely an extra piece was definitely fit for the bullpen because we've talked about this a couple of months now. Like the bullpen needs to be fixed, and it's always been the problem with the bullpen. And I was, and it goes back to what you were saying, about the Eagles, and how the defensive mentality. And I said it, and I said it like so many times now, and it goes for all sports. Like defense helps win championships, and so I think that definitely I'm on the same mindset as you. Like definitely can get an extra assets to the bullpen. I mean, they need it.
They do, absolutely. I think Juan actually said during the chat, and I thought this was interesting. He said that he also thought that low key that another point of need is catcher, and I didn't really think about that, but I thought that was sort of an interesting take too. But I'm just soaking on in this victory because I know that the offense has just been so inconsistent, but I had to set aside my feelings for today because this was a masterpiece from a veteran who just gets better with kind of like it's wine. You know what I mean? Like with age, he just continues to get better and better and better.
That's a very rare thing that happens, and especially if most of these teams you don't really get these kind of people who just get strong, get better every single day. Like you can see from Stott, Grayson Stott, he comes through when he needs to, and this was definitely an example of him showing up when the players are have their backs against the wall. So,
yep, and they needed that swing. They needed that swing. So, cool, Jay. As always, thank you so much for calling on into the show. I love you, buddy.
Right back at you, JJ. Right back at you. Thanks for always helping, hosting this stuff. Thanks for, giving the great calls and keep up the great work. Despite the grind.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. All right, have a great rest of your day, man.
Of course, man.
All right. Shout out to him. Another great call there. They needed that swing. It was awesome. Now let's get back to some more messages. What else do we have? Takes a lot of effort to get a no-hitter. Phillies can't trade Ranger anymore. If Luzardo pitched better, then they could, but Ranger has just been too damn good. What a comeback, and what a great way got to end the series. Just great. Just special stuff. Come on in, hit that thumbs up button for JJ, baby. And call on into the show, too, please. We're still taking more phone calls if you guys are down. Why trade Ranger? Activate Justin Crawford, says Sean. Sean, thanks again for the phone call. I think that you brought up a really good point with that. What else do we have? Patricia, and Vigilant Tracker, thank you so much for coming on. And Patricia says, I'm really glad Wheeler got to complete the game. I definitely want to get a bat. Dave just, I'm sorry, you're watching this game and you're seeing how phenomenal Zach Wheeler is. How can you not be on the phones right now doing whatever it takes to get these starting pitchers help? That's what he better be doing. He better be doing that right now. JJ won't need to count sheep. He's going to be counting he will count Wheeler's strikeouts. Yeah, and I don't have to be counting the pitch counts either. But yeah, I will be counting Zach Wheeler's strikeouts as sheep. It's great. Wheeler was so good, he'll probably get drug tested tomorrow, just like Saquon Barkley after his backwards hurdle. I didn't want to say this. I actually watched that again last night. I watch it about maybe once or twice a week. The reverse hurdles from Saquon Barkley. Special stuff. What else do we have in the chat? 100%. Voicemail message. Larry is calling in to apologize to Bryson Stott. Crazy. Who do we have for tomorrow? Tomorrow, we go out to San Fran, and we play against the Giants. 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time is the start. Weather so far looks good. Christopher Sanchez against Landon Rupp. Landon Rupp, that is. Sanchez, last time that he faced the Giants, the Giants had a hard time dealing with those shadows, and he struck out, I think it was 11 of the 12 batters that he faced on that changeup. I think he's going to love pitching out there at the Oracle Park tomorrow. I do. I think that he is going to absolutely enjoy that for sure. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. Great job, JJ, says Lydia. What's up, Lydia? Thanks so much for the broadcast. This is it. It's so special. I treasure it forever. Have a blessed day. God bless you. I love you. I love you too, man. On a day like today, it just feels so good to get this type of a win. That was an emotional win. And Rob made the right move. Saved the bullpen for tomorrow. Let them go out there. Let them celebrate this win. Get back at it tomorrow. Beat those Giants. And then, if you need to use them in the series, you do. But just give them the day off. They didn't need to go out there today. And Stott made sure of that. We won the series, and that's all that matters, JJ. Not only did we win the series, but Zach Wheeler just pitched a one-hitter. And that matters, too. That matters, too. All right, I'm done. Great win. Final words. One word to describe that ball game. Please let us know down below. We still have 83 people watching us. This is sick behavior. This is awesome. One word to describe that ball game. Let us know down below. And while I wait for you guys to comment, all right, I am going to do a redirect to my Diamond Cast, which we will start at 5:20. We will start that at 5:20 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Not 5:30. We're changing the start time right now. Where is it? There it is. 5:20 p.m. And we will have a redirect to that. I'm going to put that on here now. Customization. Redirect. Diamond Zone. Got it. All right. JJ, what are you eating to celebrate this? I'm eating the rest of my Wawa hoagie, my friend. Great job today. Victorious. Great. Incredible. Team win. That's 2 words, but that's okay. It's okay. All right. 5:20 is when we'll be back. 28 minutes. I meant team. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. I got you, LP. All right. See you back on here at 5:20 as we will go live for covering all live MLB highlights in real time. It'll be great. We can also talk more Phillies on here as well if you guys want to come back on here for that. Love you all. Lawa Tov. Good night.